Hi guys. I just got back from Santa Fe. I tried to take a video of all the things I got and my phone wasn't having it. I gave up last night. I just posted the pictures that I took in Santa Fe in our super dark hotel room. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna regroup and try to show you everything here in better light and all of that. And I'm sorry I look a mess. This is just how it is today. Um, Unpacking and all the things. I'm still waiting on results from biopsy. So if my phone goes off, I'm gonna peace out and do that. But anyway, so I thought, okay, I'm just gonna pull things out of bags and show you and tell you about them, and we'll go from there because they did not show up very well in those photos. And I thought, well, if you had the option just to come to this video and see everything better lit and everything, then that might be good. So, okay, first things first. I went to Artisan Santa Fe, which is a large art supply store in Santa Fe, and they claim that Georgia O'Keeffe shopped there, which, may or may not be true. I have no idea. But it's pretty sweet. It's a nice idea. And there they had, what is it called? Encaustic Medium. The brand that I've used before is F and help me. Anyway, very popular brand for encaustic painting. Another one is Encausticos. So they had the first brand, a 2 pound bag of encaustic medium, and it was $60, which was a little more than I wanted to spend right then, even though it's basically the same as it's going to be online and maybe even cheaper. Um, and what I went for was the Encausticos bleached beeswax and Damar resin. Together, these were less than the um, effing. Why can I not remember? Effing something. Encaustic me. Anyway, together these were less than the 2 pound bag of that. And how much is this? So both of these are 16 ounces. So anyway, so I thought I'd try my hand at mixing my own medium. We'll see how that goes. If it doesn't go well, then I'll end up buying the other that I can't remember the name of right now. Anyway, so those two big things are out of the way. Okay, so there was that, and also, let's see here. Okay, at Artisan Santa Fe, I also got some Holbein acrylic wash, and I got light magenta, ash green. I hope you can see these well. This is the first time I'm shooting a video on my laptop, so I hope it's good. And ash rose. My hand's shaking, sorry. Um, got these swatched already. Okay, so these top three, that's the light magenta, ash rose, and ash green. Okay, and then I got an oil paint. I only got one oil paint, but I'm trying the Holbein oil paint. Hello, spider. Take you outside later. Terre Verte Opaque from Holbein. Okay, I do not have that swatched anywhere. It's just Terre Verte oil paint. Anyway, I also got some golden open acrylic in titanium white for this painting right here behind me that I'm working on. And I needed more opaque white. Also, at Artisan, I got this Che-Sun made in Italy palette knife that's super tiny and super flexible, which is helpful for me. I do these little oil paintings of florals that are impasto, like very 3D, and these small palette knives help me create the petals and things like that very well. Okay, and also I got some watercolor at Artisan, and these are all Holbein as well. I got a lot of Holbein stuff on this trip, um, because I like it. The first one I got is Pyrrole Rubin, and does it have? I'm sure it has the pigments. Can I see the pigments? Is the question. PR 264 or 284? Let me see. Sorry, this is a cute look. When they print it on silver, it is so difficult. It looks like 284. Anyway, it is Pyrrole Rubin. Then I got Permanent Yellow Orange. And let's see if I can see their pigments. PY74, colon 83, PO 73. That is. Excuse me. And then I got Olive Green. And I got these in 5 milliliter because I have a lot of watercolor and I don't want to have huge tubes to go through because I like to try new things all the time. So I'd rather have the smaller ones, go through them if I love them, then I'll buy the bigger one. Let's see. This is PY150, PG7, and PBK25. 3 pigments in the olive green. And lastly, Verditor Blue, which is a fun name to say, Verditor. This is PB28 and PW6. Okay, and those are swatched underneath the acrylic wash here. Got my light on here too, as well as all the sun outside, so I'm hoping you can see it pretty well represented there. And then I got 2 brushes at Artisan. One I've been using already, the Silver Black Velvet number 6 here. So there's that. And also a Princeton Heritage. I got a liner brush number 6. I don't really use liners, but I'm curious about this longer round tip. So I'm going to give that a try. Because it seems like, I don't know, maybe it'll hold more pigment. I have no idea how that works for a liner, like a longer bristle, but guess we're going to find out. And I like the Heritage series. I'm going to take these glasses off, excuse me. Okay. And also at Artisan Santa Fe. I went a little crazy in there, just so you know, especially Holbein crazy. I got this cotton rag sketchbook. It is a lot like the Cotty paper, and they had Cotty papers there that I was looking at also, but they didn't have it in a book form. They were sold out of those because, you know, I guess they got really popular. I've had the loose sheets before, and they had the loose sheets there, and I enjoyed them, but this is like very white, like bleached white, and I thought I would give it a try, and I like the squishy sketchbook feel to it. You can, you know, design your own cover if you want to. I love the devil edges, of course, don't we all? But there's about 1,000,000 sheets in here. I don't think it says how many sheets, but it's close to 1,000,000. But it's 100% cotton rag paper. And the size of this is 4.7 inches by 7.1 inches. So it's a cute size, and 120 GSM paper with textured finish. Basically almost exactly like, hopefully you can see, almost exactly like the Khadi papers. This is made in India, fourth generation Kagzi paper makers in Jaipur, India. So I thought that looked really beautiful to take with me when traveling and things like that. So got that. Where am I gonna put it? Okay, I again Holbein crazy. So I got this sketchbook. This sketchbook. I love the square shape. It's called Multi-Drawing Book Square M. I assume that means medium. Acid free. 10 by 10 is the size of this. It's Holbein. And it says watercolor and mixed media. It has this little like twine kind of tie. Not twine. I don't know what this is called. Not like it's a ribbon, but it's more cloth. Not satin. And I had already started sketching in here. You probably can't see that very well because I'm going to be watercoloring it, but there's a fountain on here. The paper is very nice. It's it's got a little bit of tooth to it, but not a ton. Um, I would say not nearly as toothy as like Harsh's cold press or something. It's somewhere in between cold press and hot press, I would say. Anyway, there's that. I don't know if you can see the texture on it. I hope, at least to give you an idea of what this is like. And there's that. It's nice so far. I like sketching on it. I started to paint and then I had to stop for something. So I'll be finishing that painting and see how it goes. I just wanted to get a bunch of sketchbooks to try things. I didn't get a bunch, but I got a couple, you know. These next two things I got because I'm collecting. I'm collecting Yuki Higuchi from Holbein collaboration stuff. So I already have this tin that came with, I believe, 12 acrylic gouache tubes. And the tin is designed by, and I just started keeping all of my gouache in there. But it was designed by Yuki Higuchi. Yuko Higuchi, sorry. And I just think her designs are so adorable. I'm trying to take this out so you can see the inside of the tin. Can you see? It is just too cute for words. So I saw that they had a couple of her designs on things. They had more than a couple of. They had quite a few little like sketchbooks, notebooks, all kinds of things with the Yuko Higuchi collection there. I got two more things, but this I love so much. I know the collection's been out for a while. I know it's not new, but it was hard to find here. So I'm happy to get it and at a decent price. So the first thing was the Cats on Parade sketchbook. And it actually continues, the design continues from the back to the front cover. It's just adorable. This is beautiful bright yellow. The paper is just straight up plain drawing paper, very thin. Um, just to like sketch whatever. I don't know about it holding water at all. 60 grams, 70 sheets. So yeah, it's pretty thin. Um, but again, because I'm a collector, I had to get it. I didn't have to, but I wanted it and I got it. So I sold, this wouldn't be possible if I didn't have a sale right before our trip, actually, to a beautiful, beautiful person. And she bought 6 paintings last week. And they're, uh, oil paints that I was talking about that I used these for. She bought a series of 6 of them for her new office. And if she had not been such a wonderful patron of mine, none of this would have happened. So I had to show my gratitude for that for sure. Okay, what am I doing? The other one, some watercolor papers called Albireo. Real? This is Yuko Higuchi's designs as well. This is so cute. And it's a block. And this is smooth paper. There's not a lot of information because it's all in Japanese. So I guess there's a lot of information. It's just information I can't read because I can't read Japanese. But it is Holbein, made in Japan, Yuko Higuchi, Holbein collaboration 2023. You can see that if you need to. Both of those books, both of those books and this block were very reasonably priced at Artisan Santa Fe. And I'm very, very happy for that because I've been wanting them. Is that everything from Artisan, maybe? I think. Okay, then we went to, I wanted to show some other things. So we went to um, the International Folk Art Market. Um, This is a bag from the market. So it was set up outside of the rail yard in Santa Fe. And we didn't even know it was going on. It's the 60th anniversary. This art on the bag is by Daniel Paredes Cruz. And it's just stunning. Look at, is that not beautiful with all the butterflies? Um, so there were artisan booths from all over the world at the folk art um, market, and that was amazing, just unexpected and fantastic. And I didn't buy anything from any of the artisans that day. And then we went into the rail yard where we were originally going to go. And let's see, in there, I got a couple of things there. There was a bookseller there, had a booth, and I bought a book, like a super heavy book, of course, because when you travel, why not get something huge and heavy? It's RNF. RNF is the encaustic paints. I couldn't remember the F, apparently. So I got a David Hockney retrospective book. I paid $40 for this book. It's, if you ever want to flip through of this book, let me know, because it's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. His work is amazing. Look. So it's a honker, and I love it. And I looked at it all the way home. So I got that. And the other thing I got was a little spot at the rail yard. I got this little ornament. It's like a hot pink glass heart. And I decided this is my good luck charm from my biopsy. I'm going to hang it in the window here in my studio because it's just so glassy and beautiful. So I don't think this comes off. And I don't want to break it to find out. But absolutely beautiful. I love it so much. That. Now, we also, well, the reason we went actually was for the Santa Fe Art Fair. So, Blue Million artists and galleries coming to the convention center and showing their artwork and everything, and it was amazing. We had such a good time there talking to all the artists. They were so sweet and wonderful. And I have all of my my cards that they're passing out, and all the things here. So I'm not going to go through every single one of these things because that would be insane. But okay, one of the artists passed out rubber duckies. How cute is that? Let's see. Oh, Artisan Santa Fe. They do not have online ordering, but the wonderful, beautiful lady that helped me there gave me this information that you can mail order. If there's something you're looking for, you call Jeff and he will get it ordered and shipped for you. So there's the information, screenshot if you need it. They're fantastic. So there's that. If you need anything, check with Artisan. Their prices were really good. Okay, so Amy Keever Gallery. Amy Keever, she stopped me and we had the biggest giggle because we were both so, over the top. I had, my sparkles in my piercings and she's like, oh my God. She had these pom-pom earrings on that were just insane and I loved it. So her work is fantastic. Look at that. Anyway, she's a doll baby. Her work is amazing. She does these mosaics. This whole zebra, all of that is glass mosaic. She was fantastic. Let's see. So I'm just trying to get the highlights. This is one of the ones that was at the Folk Art Festival outside. This person from Poland. Is that right? I want to say Krakow. They were doing tiny little manger. See, what's it called? Nativity in glass and enamel and different types of architecture and stuff. Isn't that beautiful? They had to pass out magnifying glasses for the little pieces. That was beautiful. Let's see. Keever, Arisa, beautiful card. I have forgotten the name of this artist. But they had stickers for their cards, and there's actually a scan QR code thing on there. If you want to scan it, it'll tell you about the artist. She was a doll. She did really cute work. That. Let's see. I'll show you cards. This Melody Amrani, her work is also what she had at the show was all on unprimed canvas, so like that kind of light bamboo kind of color of a raw canvas. And she did these like very tropical pieces and flowers, but all very kind of angular and just mid-century modern, beautiful, gorgeous work. So I highly suggest checking her. I loved her stuff. Not everybody would, I suppose, but I do. Let's see. This young man, Hero Cash. Check out Hero Cash. His work is reminiscent to me of Jean-Michel Basquiat, and he's got a keyword there too. Check them out if you can. Young man, fantastic, great personality. I was looking at a piece and I'm like, I don't know, I'm thinking about it, I'm not thinking about it. And he was like, well, not only do you get the painting, but it was made by me. I was like, young man, that alone makes me want to buy it, right? I didn't, but I probably should have. But yeah, his work is very good and his personality is very good, and that's always nice to see. Like, and especially for a young person, yeah, he was adorable. Let's see, Okawa Arts, Eric Mota Art. Interested? They had a heart and a brain beating it out in a boxing ring, which is very cute, especially artistically. Let's see, who are you? Lana Kaufman. There's Lana. We talked to her for quite a little bit too. She was very, very nice, and her work was nice. Stephen Robeck. This is a photograph, you guys. He has some work there that were photographs from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan that you would not believe the colors, and they're just photos, untouched, just photos. Is that amazing? Um, let's see, who are you? Oh, she was super nice too. Sophie Brulette. She did more like animal art, and that's her right there. She was lovely. This is not even close to everybody that was there. These are just the ones that I've got handed the card or picked up specifically. This artist here, Nisha Jaiswal, does not pencil first. She goes straight in with ink. You see that? I saw them in person. Another one where there was a magnifying glass to be able to see everything. Just stunning. They can take her over a year to do one piece. And in person, they're only, this big. So, absolutely impressive and stunning. Okay, that's those guys. I think that was everything at those places. Okay, next I went to a place on Canyon Road. This is the bag it came in. Look at the little owls. I saw owls in different ways everywhere I went this weekend. Between art and imagery, just everywhere I saw art. Oh, owls, which was nice. So I'll need to look up what that means. Other than the women in my family all love owls. Anyway, the sticker that had the owls on it, I'm gonna send to my sister, I believe, if I remember. Okay, so I went to this shop that I cannot pronounce because it's French. Beaux Arts is the last part I know, but I can't say it. I'm not going to say it properly. I shouldn't say it, but there's their website. They have, let's see here. Handmade paint. Our paint is made by hand in Santa Fe using pure pigments and natural watercolor medium. This gives our paint a rich, opaque, and pure quality. Our medium is made from gum arabic, glycerin, and honey. We use the finest natural, mineral, earth, and synthetic pigments from Italy, France, Germany, Austria, and India, and the US. So that is their little thing. So they had all of their handmade paints laid out. You could, they had a paintbrush laid out, they had water laid out, they had a palette laid out, they had paper. So you could swatch every single color that they make and choose your own palette from that. You could get full pans, you could get half pans. And they also carried these Italian palettes that are metal. So they had a whiskey palette, so that has the water reservoir in the palette. And I decided against that. At first, I really wanted it, and then I decided against it because I've heard from different reviews and stuff, at least from the Schminko one, that the it can rust and not hold up very well. The hinge cannot hold up very well sometimes, and it doesn't hold a lot of water. And I'm an artist who uses a lot of water, so um, this is what I take for my water when plein air painting. This guy, so one of those really isn't going to work for me other than just to be a collector thing. So what I went for is this palette right here. And I have not ever seen a matte white palette in metal. It's got a thumb ring, which I never use, but it's nice to have it there. And so it has these, I've been using it already, these 3 deep wells on this side here. It's hard to see because it is matte white. It's so bright. It won't be for long because I'll use this as, I won't try to keep it beautiful. It's to be used. So it has deep wells there, and then it has the flap over here that's, flat. so you can mix on that as well. It has spaces here and here. You can add more paint. You can add a sponge there, whatever you want to do, or nothing at all. I don't really use sponges, so probably won't do that, but I might try to sneak more paints in there. These are the colors I chose. I don't believe they're showing up as bright as they truly are. A lot of the names of these paints I cannot pronounce. Um, and there's the name of the shop again. They do have an online shop, so you can shop online with them. Let's see. So here's swatches with the labels that came on the pans. Let's see how many I can pronounce. NT Yellow, which is the surprise for me. I picked it and I thought, I don't know if I'm going to really like that. I don't use a lot of yellows, yada, yada, yada. It's my favorite one in the whole palette. Then there's Phosphorescent Red. So here's the yellow. Phosphorescent Red has a shimmer in it. You can see the shimmer. No, nope. Okay. That's Phosphorescent Red, Fluorescent Red, Imperial Caro. This is red over here. That is beautiful. That's the last one I picked, and it was so beautiful. I think that was the last one. This one right here is called Lavande, and you certainly won't be able to see that. It is such a pale, pale lavender. It's so beautiful to me. Right here. And then I got a buff titanium here, this is actually a really nice buff titanium. It's got a lot of like that natural feel to it as opposed to a real chalky white one. That's right here. And let's see, the next one is a Nicosia, which is a green. Looks a lot like Terra Verte. Terra Verte, I can't say it like people say it, so that's how I'm saying it. Anyway, that's what that Nicosia. The next one is Verde Isola. Verde Isola. And this is bright green, tropical kind of green. The next one is Thulit. Thulit. It's what do I want to say? Like a super duper light pink, like Potter's pink, but more. I would say more pastel-y kind of Potter's pink, which I think is saying something. Cote Azure Violet is this one here, and I'm in love with that one. Very natural, um, like earth tone, but with a violet shift. Oh, it's so pretty. The next one I cannot pronounce at all, but also very like sienna-ish. And the last is Violet Gray, which is also gorgeous. I did not pick these colors to go well together, but some of them really, really do. I chose this as a collector. I have a lot of primaries. I have a lot of palettes that make sense. A lot of mixing palettes that, are meant to be good for mixing. That's not what this was. This was, I love this color. I love this color. I love this color. So I got 12 colors to put in my beautiful palette. So these here are fluorescent, and I don't think that's coming across here. They are mad bright. Um, anyway, I love them very much, and I can't wait to paint with them a lot. And then I got a Whiskey Painters paintbrush in number 2. They had 2 and 6, and I have enough 6s of brushes, so I got the number 2 because I don't think I maybe even have one number 2. But this is the Whiskey Painter brush. Its tiny little tip, and it fits lovely in my chin here. And I think the gold and white together look really pretty. So that was a real splurge for me. The palette itself is $90. The brush was, I believe, $12. Each one of the pans, depending on the pigment, they start at $8, and I think the most expensive pans were $18. So I got 2 of the 18. I can't remember which ones they were. um, and several of the 8, and then there was another price in the middle, maybe 12, I think. So it was not cheap. I spent quite a little money here, but I absolutely adore it. I adore it. This is such a unique tin. I don't really collect a lot of tins necessarily, but this drew me right in. And the helpfulness of the young lady working there. There was a gentleman in front of me, and when I came in, she was helping, and he was an oil painter wanting to try watercolor as she was. She was an oil painter that went to watercolor, and I'm the opposite. I'm a watercolorist who's trying oil. But we had wonderful conversations. She took her time with him to choose a very good starter palette. Like he was starting big right away, and she got him hooked up with the palette. He did get the Whiskey Painter palette. It's not the brand Whiskey Painter. This is Italian brand, but it had the flask palette, I should say. Um, she got him hooked up with colors that are going to mix well, good starters, a couple brushes, so Arches paper. Like he's starting out like with all the best things because the quality of this paint is very, very good as well. And I hope they just blow up. And their shop on Canyon Road is just stunning. And I had such a good time in there, and I got there before they closed, thank goodness, because they were closed Monday and Tuesday. I would have not gotten there if I didn't get there then. And she was so helpful and so sweet and so patient with everyone. And yeah, it was such a nice experience. Yeah, so that was that. Did I buy anything else there? I can't remember. I don't think so. Anyway, that was that. And the last place I went, oh no, we on the way home we went to this little like hippie town called Madrid in New Mexico, and it has some art galleries. It has like a general store. It has like just it's kind of like Yellow Springs if you're from where I'm from, Yellow Springs in the desert, and it was wonderful and beautiful to walk through town and like learn their history and things like that. And what I found there was this dish shaped like a heart, and I thought the price was amazing for being this handmade beautiful dish. It was $24.95 by Lisa. But I thought how helpful this might be as a water dish for watercolors. It already looks like it has paint in it, which is beautiful. Um, but like if you're painting and you're getting your water and you have that corner to pull water off of, as opposed to a blunt edge that we always use, right? It's like this automatically making a point for you. I don't know if that's going to work, but it seems like it would. So I'm going to give it a shot. And I think it's beautiful anyway, regardless. So that's my one of my new water jars. Okay, last thing. We also went through Albuquerque, and there was an art supply store there, so we stopped there. And I got a couple of things in there. This was Artisan Albuquerque. And I got another palette knife, and it's super duper thin. I hope you can see. It's a very long and thin, and I think that's going to be really helpful with like my little oil painting florals. There's that, and this one's by New Age, Italy. A lot of Italian things too, apparently. I also got another Holbein watercolor in yellow gray. They did not have the 5 milliliter tubes at this store, so I got the big one because I've been looking for this color. And this is PY42, PBK5, and PW6, I think. And I have not swatched this one yet, so let's do that real quick. Let's see, we'll put it down here with the rest of these Holbeins. Don't explode. Okay. Oh, it looks so pretty. And it is pretty. Let me close this back up and I'll show you guys. Oh, that's pretty. Yellow gray. Oh, looks like it's granulating as well. That's really, really pretty. So I've got these so many like muted colors this time, and I love it. So there's that. And okay, and the last thing, I think it's the last thing, is Sennelier oils pastel in red copper. Yes, red copper. And I like to use these in those same oil paintings. So there's that. Let me see if I can swatch that for you too. Oh, it's pretty. It's right here. It's metallic and beautiful. Yeah. So that is everything, I'm pretty sure. As if that's not enough. Anyway, we had a great time. It was nice. We went to Hot Springs one evening and stayed there till like 10 o'clock at night, watched the moon and stars come out. That was amazing. Just soaking in, and Ojo Caliente is the name of the place. And they have several different hot springs that you can soak in. Um, one has iron, one has, what do I want to say? I can never remember. Anyway, they all have different materials, uh, minerals, and things like that in them to help with health. So hopefully that helped. Anyway, that is everything. Thank you for sitting through it. Bye.